Been good competitive. It opened up a pretty cool competition, I guess you could say. We've got that third corner spot's wide open, and I'm not talking nickel or anything. 'Cause there's a different battle for that, but on just the third guy in the event one of them gets hurt, who's first up. And so if you've noticed, we've been rotating a bunch of guys, giving different guys opportunities to go in with the ones, and we'll continue that all the way throughout training camp.
Robert, apologize if you've already answered this when you first came back, but now that the players have put the pads on and they're able to hit each other, how good does it feel to be the captain of the defensive ship again?
It's always great to be here. Kyle, John, Jed, Prague. All the leadership group here is as good as anybody in football, and being back in this organization with those people it's been awesome.
You ever feel like you haven't left?
Oh, a lot of new faces, but a lot of the same stuff. But yeah, no, time happens fast.
Yourself watching how Bosa and Fred do, Bosa and Trent Williams when they go one-on-one and in the 11-on-11 drills. Are you too big picture?
Yeah, no. To be honest with you, I'm not even. I don't want to say I'm not paying attention to them because I am, but there's so many new pieces. We're just trying to make sure that we're clean in the areas that we need to be clean. Like Bosa's going to be Bosa. He's going to take care of his job, and knock on wood, he's going to be just fine.
Robert, you said after first day in pads you were going to watch C.J. West on video to see what the fuss was all about. What were your impressions?
No, he's done a really nice job. He's getting better every day. A lot of things he still has to clean up with footwork, hand placement, and all that. But he's one that we're excited that he's gonna continue to get better every single day, and he'll be part of the NFL for a while.
Going back to Bosa, like being away from him for a few years and seeing him again first week in pads, what kind of pops out to you as far as where he's taken his game from the time you last saw him?
I'm going to be honest. Bosa was such a rare rookie. He was already way ahead of it. Just the pedigree he's come from. He's just a whole family line of how to prepare and eat and how to take care of your body and all that. Now, from a repertoire, like just understanding football and just his pass rush moves and all that, his awareness of things around him, it's obviously a lot further along. But in terms of just how he, his demeanor, his preparation, all of it's been spot on.
Robert, I know a lot of things that surprise us don't surprise you guys, but what do you think of 55? It seems like he's on defense. He seems like he's winning a lot of these one-on-one reps and doing it in kind of impressive fashion.
Yeah, he's getting an opportunity, and it's. I think we're all kind of excited for Denver to get in here, so we can just see our guys lean on different people and see different schemes and blocking combinations and all that. But he's done a good job to point, and with these 3 preseason games coming up, he's going to have more opportunities to show what's real and what isn't.
Another rookie question. Your 2 third rounders, Upton Stout and Nick Martin, not the biggest guys in the world. How have they done since pads have gone on, and is that something that you're sort of looking forward to seeing them?
Yeah, Nick's been. I'll start with Nick. One thing we're not worried about with him is his violence and getting off a block and understanding how to get to the football. He's just got to continue mastering the scheme to give himself the opportunity to play fast. That part from a rookie standpoint, it's he's got to catch up. But at the same time, when he's in a position where he's comfortable with the play call, he's comfortable with what he sees pre-snap, you see everything that we drafted, and that stuff is pretty damn good. Upton, man, he is a straining, scrappy young man who don't fall asleep on his size. I mean, the guy plays way bigger than he is and way bigger than he looks, and he's got a violence to him. He's got a violence to his demeanor, so he's coming along really well too in that regard.
As far as that weak side spot, if you're Nick Martin and you're playing, weak side in the summer, would that be an easier transition to strong side if you guys decided to go that way for the regular season?
No, it's a very good question. There's a transition, right? The techniques are the same, but everything gets flipped. But at the same time, you trust that with a week's worth of preparation, they'll be able to figure it out. and that's what you're kind of banking on. You want to put these young men in position to show themselves the best they can throughout training camp. You want to avoid having them bounce around too much because there is thinking involved, and it's sometimes as a coach you want guys who have flexibility, but at the same time, we've got to set aside what we want to prepare these guys to make this football team, and then from there, you trust through just the diminishing of the roster and the amount of reps people get. You trust that, like I said, with preparation, they'll figure it out.
Jair Brown spoke yesterday about going into offensive meetings and sitting there absorbing information so he can be better. How common is that for safeties where you've been in the past, and how do you see that reflecting on his game so far?
I think the great teams always share information with one another. Whether it's player to player, coach to coach, player to coach, coach to player. I talked about it today. Kyle does as good a job as anybody in front of the team in terms of the information he shares, both offensively, defensively, and then thirdly, special teams, and what coaches are trying to scheme, what coaches like, what players are trying to accomplish on all three phases, and really helping these guys with the big picture of football so they're just not stuck in football 101 where their scheme is all they're thinking about. There's so much more to scheme. It's understanding what you're being asked to do, the whys of every technique, and I think when you're a player, if you can always strive to figure out get that information, that 501 level of football where you're thinking beyond your technique, you're thinking beyond your fundamentals, and you're thinking beyond just what you're being told to do, you always give yourself a chance to expand the field so you can make more plays.
What's your perspective on the Kittle to Purdy to Kittle combination? And you've seen George with a lot of different quarterbacks first go around. So what makes this special and unique?
Purdy is a damn good quarterback. I've said it before. I think the young man layers the ball as good as anybody in football. He's very good processing, gets the ball in and out of his hands, and Kittle makes it easy because he's got unbelievable route running ability to create separation. And he's a big body that still has all the speed he had when he was a younger man. He's still young, but it's Kittle. It's a testament to Kittle. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. He's going to work relentlessly with that quarterback and with himself to put himself in position to be a playmaker. And credit to Purdy, he gets him the ball when he needs to get it to him.
Robert, Alfred was asked to play a little bit differently in college than what you guys are going to ask. How's his transition to your scheme going? He's
coming along. He missed all of OTAs. Not to make excuses for the young man, but he did. And it was with an injury, so it wasn't like he was camping out doing D-line drills. He was just trying to get up to speed. So he's behind the eight ball, but he's working hard. Love the way he's approaching every day, and he'll catch up. He's a big body with good feet. Those are things you can't teach. It's just a matter of time before he gets his legs underneath him and he starts to make more of an impact that's visible. All right, thank you guys.